My son Yug had gone to Nagpur to meet a friend, and then they decided to go out for a lovely traditional Maharashtrian lunch where he ate some amazing Saoji Keema. He came back to Bombay and said, "Mom, that keema was delicious. Just figure out the recipe because I really loved it." Now, I don't have much connect with Nagpur. So, I was asking a lot of people, anyone who knows the recipe of Nagpuri keema, the Saoji keema rather. And I had a director who I used to shoot with. His mother was from Nagpur and she knew the Saoji cuisine very well. And this recipe of Saoji keema I have got from her. It's a very easy and a delicious recipe. So let's get on with the recipe. So here I have 1 kg of mutton keema. To that I'm going to add 2 heaped tablespoons of ginger, garlic and coriander paste. We'll add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 tablespoons of chilli powder. Now remember, this cuisine is a spicy cuisine, so thoda mirchi will be. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of Saoji garam masala. Now the recipe for this is given in the description, so do not worry. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of the Saoji garam masala, some salt to taste. And now we'll knead this really well and make small balls, lemon-sized balls. Now to this mince, we need to bind the mince, right? So I'm going to add half a cup of wheat flour to this. ह्याच्यात गव्हाचं पीठ घातल्यावर ना छान असं मळून घ्यायचं. Basically just mix everything very well. Now I've already heated half a cup of oil over here. So I'm going to make these lemon-sized balls and just place it in the hot oil. Now just cover the meatballs and reduce the flame to a medium-low and cook it for 15 minutes. Do not stir them or disturb them. Just let them slowly cook in its own juices. So to give you a brief history about the Saoji cuisine, so the people belonging to the Harba community were basically agriculturists, and the ones who shifted to MP, Madhya Pradesh, they got into weaving and the textile industry basically, and they were called the Harba Koshti community. Now this community began the Saoji cuisine. They started cooking the Saoji cuisine and they were masters at it. And when Jamshedji Tata started a textile mill in Nagpur, this community migrated to Nagpur, and that's how the cuisine of Saoji became extremely famous in Nagpur. So this is the basic history about the Saoji cuisine. Now let's take a look at the meatballs. So now after 15 minutes, they have released water, and now we're going to increase the flame and shut it and cook it till all the water has got dried up. The water has reduced slightly, so I'm going to just gently flip the balls so that they get evenly fried. So now we'll gently keep flipping the meatballs till they're fried evenly on all the sides. The next step would be to make a masala with fresh coconut, 1.5 cup of freshly grated coconut. To that we'll add 5 large cloves of garlic, an inch of ginger, and some freshly chopped coriander leaves, maybe 2 tablespoons of it, and we'll grind this to a fine paste. So our coconut paste is also ready. It's a nice fine paste. Now we'll head with the recipe. The minced balls are also nicely fried. So what we'll do now is we'll add a tablespoon of the Saoji garam masala, little bit of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of red chilli powder. Here I have pureed 2 tomatoes. They are not boiled, just simply ground to a paste. We'll add this and gently fry the balls in this masala. So what happens with this keema is that some of the balls just tend to wilt in the gravy. That also tastes very nice. It gives a nice thickness to the gravy. So don't worry about that. It looks also beautiful. So now we'll wait for the oil to separate in here. You can see the oil has separated out here. So we'll add our coconut paste. Just saute this for a minute or two. But be gentle, okay, when you're sauteing the masala with the keema balls. Now we'll add a little bit of salt to this. Give it a final stir gently. And now we'll add a cup of water to this. And now we'll just drizzle some fresh coriander on this and cover it and cook for 5 minutes, and our Saoji keema will be ready to be served. Now after 5 minutes, you can see how beautiful this dish is looking. So we'll remove it in a serving bowl. I'm going to shut the flame. And now we'll drizzle a little bit of coriander on this. And our Saoji keema is ready to be served. And I'm going to serve it with some rice or some garam bhakri. So try this recipe, let me know, and keep watching Smita Dev. Don't forget to subscribe.